Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance. Today, we are talking about a game that has established itself as one of the best action games and series that we've ever seen. Visually, gameplay wise, just giving us memorable characters. And it started off, and to me, I was a little unsure the first time I played this game just because of what I was used to, but I was pleasantly surprised. So let's get into it. Bayonetta. Now I'm playing the PC remaster, right? I got this when I got the little Vanquish double pack, so that's another video I did. Go check that out if you haven't. But anyway, for those of you who don't know about the Bayonetta series, I'm going to kind of relate it to how I was introduced to the series. So as a fan of the Devil May Cry series, which will definitely have its moments here, post Devil May Cry 4, it was a little iffy out here in these streets, and we didn't know where we were going to see anything like Devil May Cry, especially like the third one ever again. Fourth one was not up to the same standards as the third one, especially, which set the bar really, really high. So Platinum, which the people that originally did that Devil May Cry thing were involved in this, because Capcom does weird things to the creators of the things that they produce. So we get Bayonetta, and me personally, I'm like, I'm excited for it. I get the game when it comes out, but at the same time, I'm still like, this might be disappointing, because this was like the beginning of the real push into these new action series that we didn't have yet. And this is during the PlayStation 3 360 days. So, we have a lot of different things going on gaming wise as far as the new stuff versus what's happening with the different series that we had all grown to love and enjoy. And when new things come around, you're not 100% sure on them. But Bayonetta was one of the best surprises, and I won't even say it's a surprise because we should have known it was going to be great based on who was making the game, but you never know. The action, fast pace, as you can see. It's if you play Devil May Cry, you like those type of games, this is exactly what you're here for. You play Bayonetta. Now, the story is definitely not the same as Devil May Cry for obvious reasons, but it does have some similarities, right? There's always this angels, demons, humans type of, constant battle going on. In this case, you play a witch, Bayonetta, who, when you start the game, does not really understand what has happened. You play like a little prologue, kind of get you used to the controls, but she's lost her memory and she's trying to figure out, who she is and why she has these powers. And, one thing she does know is that she's good at killing angels, which turns out to not be the, quote unquote, good guys. So you're trying to figure out what's going on as the player, because, up until this point, really hadn't had a game to be like, the angels are bad, unless you played the Shin Megami Tensei series, which always the angels are bad. So you jump in and you immediately feel how fluid the game is, right? And they have the witch time, which is when you dodge at the right time, everything slows down, giving you even more time to do your thing. And all the combos are pretty, and she has the witch powers, which manifest themselves in giant appendages coming out and finishing off moves for you. The bosses get bigger and bigger. When they drop their weapons, you can pick them up. There's just so much that is going on in a good way in this game, if I'm not clear, right? Then on top of that, you got your witch power gauge, which when it fills, you can do these like super finishing moves, whether it be for better or for worse, slapping the angel over your knee and giving it a spanking, or just throwing it into a torture chamber, or the giant dog demon thing that she summons with her hair comes out and swallows up an entire giant enemy whole. Like there was kind of like no limit to what her powers could do at any given moment. So there's also the grading system, which obviously has some inspiration from the DMC series, right? And trying to figure out how to get platinum on every single part of each individual portion of the mission. That way you get an overall platinum. Was always fun. Gives you more bonus points in order to use the bonus game, which you turn into items. So there's like this item crafting. There's, you find new weapons. So not only do you start with the fact that Bayonetta fights with 4 magic guns, 2 in her hands and the other 2 attached to her shoes in spectacular fashion, but there's a bunch of other weapons that you can get into this game. Some of them, necessary in order to get through certain parts, and some just because they look and play really cool and have really cool combos, just like Devil May Cry. So playing this game, I was like, all right, this genre is in good hands. We have nothing to worry about. So, this first one comes out, and then not everybody loves these games like I believe they do. Because me and half a dozen of my friends are playing a game does not mean the game is actually financially successful. And unfortunately, this wasn't originally, but this became one of those cult games that has been put on multiple platforms, and obviously it's done well enough. So we had to shout it out, and I'm glad that we did. And I know that you know about this series, so let me hear some of your stories in the comments about maybe some difficult bosses, or some really cool, super long 100+ hit combos you pulled off that you'll never forget. Either way, I appreciate you taking our time to reminisce with me. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.